Hi, welcome to this week's Fundraising Friday. This week we're going to talk about making phone calls to potential grant funders and what that phone call might need to entail. If you've heard any of my trainings, you know that one of the things that I preach is people give to people, and you need to be reaching out to your grant funders before you submit an application to significantly increases your chances of finding success and decrease your chances of wasting your time on an application that doesn't have any hope of being funded. So how do you make that phone call? First of all, before you pick up the phone, you want to be doing your research. You don't want that phone call to be, hey, what do you fund? Instead, what you want to do is do your research very thoroughly and then come up with some very good questions about either the logistics of their process or, better yet, ask them whether or not your project is something that might fit within their guidelines. So, for example, hello, Funder X. This is Linda Weston. I'm calling from organization ABC. I was looking at your guidelines and I noticed that you fund programs in the human services. Specifically, you're interested in programs that help provide food for people who are at risk of food insecurity. Can I tell you a little bit about this exciting new program that we have about to launch to find out whether or not this might be a fit for your organization? If they say yes, launch into your 30 to 60 second elevator speech about that program. Let me tell you a little bit about what we're doing and why it's important. Here's the clients that we're going to serve. Here's how we're going to serve them differently than others are serving them. And here's what we're looking for. Then you want to listen. What are they saying to you? Are they saying, yes, this might be something that fits? Are they saying, no, this doesn't really fit within our guidelines? And make sure you're making notes of the kinds of things that they're telling you. They're going to give you lots of really good hints about your likelihood of success, which means whether or not you should even apply, and how you might want to talk about the program in a way that best fits within their guidelines. If you get a yes, that's when you start to ask them the logistical questions. Now, I see here it's due May 15th by midnight. Is that correct? Similar questions like that. If you get a no, if you find out that no, this doesn't really fit within their guidelines, the next question you might want to ask them is, thank you very much, obviously, but do you know other funders who might have an interest in this program? They work in this space and might be familiar with other funders who could potentially have an interest in your project if they don't. So pick up the phone, make that call, and start to develop a relationship with the potential funder. That's this week's Fundraising Friday. Thanks. Have a great weekend.